Okay, this is probably gonna make a lot of you laugh, and believe me, I'm laughing too. It's pretty funny. I gotta admit. So let me get a little story on this. This is the AMES dual input thermometer, and I was in Harbor Freight last week, and they had two of these on the clearance table, and I was looking at them. I was like, huh, okay, they're both in the case, and everything's, everything looked new to me. The battery was still in plastic. Everything, the meter was in plastic. So I asked the manager, what's the story on these? She's like, they're brand new. We just used the cardboard box for the display. And I was like, okay. I said, how much are they? Because there was no price on them. She's like, $21. I'm like, well, $21. I mean, I would like to try it to see if it's any good, because normally it's $60. And yeah, this is not something I would use probably every day or whatever, but I just was curious. It's like, hey, $21, that's for a brand new $60 meter. So all it does is check temperatures, dual input temperatures. You plug them in right here, and you go, T -1. It gives you the differential if you want, or just read two the temperatures on the display at once. So anyway, she said I had 5 days to return it, just in case anything's wrong. And I'm thinking, what could be wrong, So last night I put it in, I plugged in the thermocouples and put it in a cup of ice water with plenty of ice. And they were both reading 43 degrees. And I was like, that can't be right. So I was testing it with my other meters. Sure enough, my other meters were reading 32 degrees. I tried different thermocouples, same results. I looked at the manual. You could manually calibrate it, but every time you turn it on, you got to manually calibrate it. So I mean, it's kind of a joke. And then it was reading this like room temperature, like with the probes out, after they're dried off and stuff. They're still reading, like, all of a sudden it's reading 32 or 30 degrees, and all of us, it was weird. This was doing all kinds of weird stuff. So anyway, some people say the AMES meters are like the redfish meters. I sure hope not. But it's just funny. I know you guys would get a kick out of this. So hopefully they take this back. I got the receipt and everything. I feel like if they don't take it back, I'm probably going to bury this thing with the AMES shovel. Anyway, yeah, guys, I would recommend these. Some people wrote a bad review on it. Like, there's only one bad review, basically the same problem I had. But I guess you either get a good one or you get a bad one. But yeah, I really don't. After this, I really don't trust these AMES meters. I was just gonna, for 20 bucks, I was just like, oh, what the heck? Let me see what happens here. But anyway, this was pretty funny. Let's go see if they take this back. Okay, I'm back in the car. I kind of wish I recorded that, but it would have been kind of hard. I took it in, I waited in line, had my receipt. I explained to them, this is totally inaccurate. It's doing all kinds of weird things. It's not working properly. And they're like, okay, well, we'll return it. And they wanted to charge me a $4 restocking fee for a defective item they sold me that doesn't work. I thought that was ridiculous, especially, if it was just because I didn't want it, okay, I understand. But you sold me something that doesn't even work. And so I asked nicely to speak to a manager, and he was right there. He's like, okay, no problem. Anyway, that was funny. And you saw the other one there on the table. It's still there. So if you guys are thinking about buying that one, don't buy it. Anyway, I thought that was funny. Like, restocking fee, man, you're not gonna restock that. You need to throw that in the trash. I wasn't ready for that, man. Harbor Freight, how could you do this to me? Yeah, Harbor Freight's not as fun as it used to be during these times. They don't have any gloves. They don't have they don't have a lot of the stuff you want a lot of the time, especially now. Anyway, I thought that was funny. This is my AMES meter story. All right, guys? Choir Boys out. We love you.